it's recording. All right. A little olive oil in the pan. Just coat the whole bottom. Onions, you can use a whole onion. I like the mince. All right. Now my oil's already hot. Squish it around. If you like sausage, I made 3 holes on that side, 3 holes on that side. We're gonna put them in. That's 6 sausages. All right. Now you don't want these to burn, you just want them to color on each side. And then we're going to turn down the flame. And I'm going to show you a picture when I say brown. So in the meantime, tutti rosso puree. With 1 can of crushed. So let me see if I can show you what this looks like. Okay, so we have, I can't get this camera right. See how it's browning on one side? Same thing with there. And then later on we'll try to sand them up here, get every side brown. You don't want them to burn. If they do end up getting a thicker crust, it's okay. I can't get to the video on here. Okay. All right, back here. Okay. And your onions are gonna like stick a little, so just scrape them off. Don't let them stick on the bottom. I'm pretty sure if you use a regular onion, you're not going to get that stickiness of them. They're just going to change a golden brown. I'm going to start opening up the sauce. Alright, let me pause this because there's no sense of you guys watching me open up cans. Alright. Let me just show you what the sausages look like. Okay, they're brown. I don't know how to work this camera. Okay. Alright, so at this point you're going to lower the pot, because if you try to put your sauce in a hot pot, it's just going to be like a volcano erupted. I opened up all my cans of sauce. So, there we go. This one's probably going to explode because I don't got time to wait for it to cool. Not too bad. So that's 2. That's 3. 4. 5. So we got 6 cans. That's a lot of sauce. Show you. So you can see it's already pretty good consistent consistency of the thickness here. All right. All right. What I do, salt. I just do it by eye because I've been doing this. There's my salt. Black pepper if I can find it. Here. Black pepper. Same thing. It's how you're liking. I basically coat the whole top of it. Red pepper. This will get hot. So then bay leaves. Usually you do about 2 leaves. One second. Little Parmigiano Romano cheese. Same thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Coat the top. Give it a little flavor. That's it. Now let's just show you what it looks like here. Do this camera. There we go. I'm doing it upside down. Alright, so we're just gonna stir. Put the flame back to medium. Get everything in there. Again, if you see, it's not watery. It's alright. But still not done yet. I don't know if you can see the inside of this, but that's all the residue of the sauce that was dumped in. I'm going to fill up a can of nice and hot water to about there. And then I'm just going to mix, clean out, and that'll be more sauce that I could add into there. So if my sauce becomes watery, then later on I could always add paste to thicken it up. Alright, I'm going to pause it while I do this. Alright, while the sauce is making, I have basically 3 pounds of chopped meat. I'm going to put the whole thing in here so I could do this with 2 hands here. Salt. I sprinkled the whole top on the one side. Pepper, same thing. As it's sitting in the styrofoam. Obviously you would do this on the table, but I can't bring my camera over there. You can use the garlic powder, or you can just crush up your own garlic. I like the powder better. Now, take the styrofoam, flip it over. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Salt. Pepper. Garlic powder. Sprinkle some olive oil. A splash of milk. Go back to the cheese again. Basically 3 pounds of chopped meat. We're going to use 2 eggs. Then Italian style breadcrumb. We're going to sprinkle it. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like, because you're really not going to be able to tell what the hell it looks like, because it's just going to look like a... So everything's in there. So now, here's the rule of thumb that I use. Do not beat the meat up so bad, but make sure everything's mixed in together. And if it smells good to eat it raw, it's perfect. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and mix this. I'm going to put it to a pause. Here, we're ready. Here we go. There is your finished product. Alright, 2 things. As I was mixing it, it seemed a little bit watery and mushy, so I added a little bit more breadcrumbs. Mix it in again. Now if it becomes like it's too thick, what you try to do is you just rub your hands into water, mix in with the water, it'll loosen it back up, and it'll get to the right texture that you want. So now, as I'm grabbing, so I usually basically go by rule of thumb. If I'm going to grab them, just put my 2 fingers in what I can grab. So, alright, so I got a nice little thing. That's it. That's your meatball. As I make it, into the sauce it goes. Now the sauce is still cooking. This 3 pounds, depending on how big you make your meatballs, you should probably get about 30, anywhere from 27 to 32 meatballs, depending on how big you make them. If you make them smaller, obviously you're going to get more, but then your pot of sauce is going to be jam-packed with a bunch of meatballs. Plus, don't forget, you still got the sausage in there. Alright, so I just made a smaller one here. You know, my kids like smaller ones. So does my wife. Ha ha. Anywho, that's it. I'm going to show you what the sauce looks like one more time as it's boiling. Alright, don't forget to keep stirring. Very important to stir, because if it burns the bottom of the pot, your sauce is garbage. Alright, keep stirring. It's at medium temp now. As long as you keep stirring, you can keep it at the medium temp. If you're not going to keep stirring and you got something to do, put it on low. And you're going to probably be cooking this for a good 3 hours. Because don't forget, you got raw meat in there, so it needs time to cook. Alright? Have fun. Enjoy. Bon appetit.